Coming up, we talk to the boater that found a missing man who fell more than 60 feet and is now recovering in what some call a miracle. And family members of a man who went missing more than 2 decades ago is offering a hefty reward for new information to help find answers. Plus, after some controversy, state officials have pulled a proposed ban on certain tattoos.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 5:30 on Wednesday, July the 17th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning into Mountain News This Morning. Yesterday was a warm one. Today is going to be a little bit cooler, but not much. Let's bring in Brandon to give us a better breakdown of what to expect on this hump day. Brandon?
Good morning, and things are going to be a little bit cooler today, but it's still going to be muggy because it's going to be a tropical type feel because we're going to see some tropical moisture today. Let's start with the cameras at 531 US 119 up on top of Whitesburg Pine Mountain. Clouds, the big thing you're noticing there in the overnight, ebbing and flowing, but we're seeing more of those as we take a look at the satellite radar because we're seeing some showers trying to stream into parts of the area. Already seeing some of that moisture this morning. Live pinpoint Doppler radar. Some showers and storms into parts of Lee and Owsley counties, over into Clay and Laurel counties, and down into Whitley and McCreary counties this morning. Temperatures anywhere between 70 and 77 degrees. Yes, these are temperatures you normally see about 9, 10, 11 o'clock. Already here, and it's 7 degrees warmer in Prestonsburg than it was this time yesterday morning. It's several degrees warmer in everywhere except for Jonesville this morning, and Jacksboro is exactly where they were yesterday morning. Or this time yesterday morning. Day planner, temperatures don't move a lot. We'll get to right around 80 today. Those chances for showers and storms will increase as we head deeper into the afternoon. The full forecast is on the way here in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, black jewel miners say they are still waiting for answers and their paychecks after the company declared bankruptcy earlier this month and withdrew paychecks from the employees' bank accounts. WYMT's Hannah Reynolds talks to one coal miner who is also battling health issues during the black jewel financial crisis.
Tony and Brandon Saylor are brothers that spent their days in the coal business until the Black Jewel bankruptcy.
We're coal miners. That's what we do for a living. That's about all they are to do around here.
Tony started having dizziness while on the job.
Sometimes with him, it's hard to tell if he's being honest and playing, you know. But this time of year, he wasn't playing.
On June 27th, Tony saw a doctor who found a large mass on his brain. Tony was paid on the 28th, and even though doctors wanted to do surgery immediately, he wanted time with his family and friends.
We went out back to Lexington on the 3rd and get a scan on it, and that's when my bank account and all that cleared up.
As of Friday, Tony is now 2 pay periods behind. Now he is in limbo, awaiting results from his surgery he had on the 11th and answers from Black Jewel about his job. Trying his best to keep his spirits high, he says he is thankful he is already doing far better than what doctors expected.
One day at a time, that's all we can deal with. Everybody has to get along good and everybody gets along.
Tony Saylor goes back to the doctor on the 24th of this month to find out whether or not the part of the tumor they were able to remove was malignant. In Harlan County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, Brandon says he does know if his insurance with Black Jewel will pay for medical bills, and his biggest concern is not his health, but all of his fellow coal miners also dealing with financial issues. Well, officials with another coal company told their lenders they intend to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Blackhawk officials say restructuring will allow them to eliminate debt. The company has 10 mining complexes and mines metallurgical coal, which is used in the steelmaking process. Blackhawk says the bankruptcy process should not cause any disruptions to the company's 2,800 employees or customers. They're calling it a miracle. As we reported yesterday, deputies put out a golden alert Sunday for 79-year-old Bobby Wood. The alert launched a massive day-long search, but it was a boater who eventually found him. Garrett Weimer talked to that boater, who says the end to that search was an answered prayer.
Gary Warwick says it was no accident that he found Bobby Wood, but he certainly didn't expect to.
It was a miracle, I believe, and it was an answered prayer.
Warwick lives just down the street from Bobby Wood and says he's known him for decades. When he heard on Sunday Wood was missing, Warwick says he joined some other neighbors looking for him around the subdivision. He It was also Warwick's birthday, so he later took his boat out on the water and went for a swim.
And Bob entered my mind again, and I held on to the corner of the boat, and I said a prayer that God would help find him safe.
After my first story aired, a relative of Warwick's called to let us know he was the one who found Mr. Wood. Warwick says he's sharing his story because he believes he was part of a miracle. Warwick says after saying that prayer, he decided to make a pass close to shore before he went home and look, just in case.
And right about the time that I was getting ready to head back towards the middle of the lake, out the corner of my eye, I seen something move. And I looked, and I saw Bob's leg move. My heart just about jumped out of my chest.
Wood was flown to UK hospital, but officials say he'll be okay. He has some cuts, bruises, and other injuries, but we're told he didn't even break a bone in the fall.
God answers prayers. You know, the Bible says he's a very present help in the time of trouble. I believe that with all my heart, even more now.
Garrett Weimer, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, Warwick also praised first responders for everything they did to search for Wood and for their quick response once he was found. Well, the Pike County Fiscal Court is working with the Army Corps of Engineers to clean up Fish Trap Lake. The project is funded by a more than $125,000 grant from the Department of Local Government. Monday kicked off phase 2 of the 4-phase cleanup. County officials say the mission is to bring tourism to the area.
It's just a good place to come and spend the weekend, and if you got boat, fishing, whatever, we want everybody to come out and join the.
Phase 1 of the project took place in May, and the 2 remaining phases are planned for later this year. Well, nearly 25 years ago, 26-year-old Roland Lucas went missing while hiking near the Letcher County-Perry County line. His family believes he is somewhere around that Little Shepherd Trail, possibly near an Indian burial site. His 2 sisters are offering a $10,000 reward for any information leading to his location.
I mean, we've all been through it. My sister stayed in the mountains from daylight till dark looking for his body. I mean, come on, guys. Please let us know something.
The family is only offering the reward for 30 days. If you have any information, you are asked to contact your local police department. A Southern Kentucky judge has agreed there is enough evidence for a grand jury to hear in the case of a man accused in his girlfriend's murder. Nicholas Rucker was on the run for 45 days after police say he shot and killed his girlfriend. Tuesday in court, witnesses talked about how Rucker claimed the victim shot herself, but police say the evidence points to a murder. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more on what was said in court.
Nicholas Rucker and his girlfriend lived with Roger Witt at his Woodbine home for several weeks, with Witt recalling the chilling statement he said Rucker once said on how others made him feel.
I think he said that he could get mad enough to where he could kill someone, but I didn't take it literally.
But on May 22nd, police say Rucker did kill someone, his girlfriend, Vicki Connor. It came more than 20 years after he was convicted in his own infant son's death. But this time, police say Rucker left this crime scene claiming that it was a suicide.
Mr. Rucker, as he left, had made some statements that she had shot herself, Some other witnesses that were there immediately went to the back bedroom and saw Miss Burke laying in the ground.
Police said she died of a gunshot wound to the front of the head and could tell the gunshot came at close proximity, but that the gun was still likely held a few inches away when it was fired. The testimony was enough to send the case to a grand jury.
Relieved. We know that it's now going to go to the grand jury, and there was enough to send it on. So it's the start of a very lengthy process that will hopefully end with justice for her.
Rucker remains in jail on a $1 million bond. In Whitley County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
The Whitley County grand jury is expected to take up Rucker's case in early August. If not, he's back up for review in district court August 19th. A North Carolina man is behind bars after deputies say he was found naked outside a Laurel County business. Officials say they found this man, William Casey, wearing nothing but tennis shoes around 10:30 Tuesday morning. Casey told deputies he was high on GHB and did not know why he was naked or how he got there. He now faces several charges. Casey was taken to the Laurel County Corrections Center. To Woodford County now, where police say a Versailles man was arrested after he used a cell phone to record his ex-girlfriend while she was in the bathroom of her home. Police say the woman found the cell phone that had an 80-minute video of her on it. Investigators say the ex-boyfriend, Brian Connor, was seen in the video placing and retrieving the phone. He is charged with voyeurism. Well, after some controversy, state officials have pulled the proposed ban on certain tattoos. The proposal would have banned tattooing over freshly scarred skin. Kaylee Bloomfield went through years of self-harm. She wanted to make her scars a piece of art. With the proposed ban, that would have been taken away. Later, a building that has been unoccupied for more than a decade is being revitalized in downtown Hazard. And
the good news today is going to be cooler. The bad, it's going to rain off and on all day long. I'll have the good, the bad, the ugly in your forecast in about 3 minutes.